Alright, we have now a new chapter of Blue Period, the start of a new volume, even. This is a series that not that long ago, maybe like about a month ago now, I got all caught up on. I read it very quickly. I found myself totally enthralled. I really liked this one. And in the last chapter, when he passed, friggin' passed, I was so happy. I was so overjoyed and relieved and just the flood of emotions. I was like, oh, I should start making videos about this. I think this would be a fun one to make videos about. So, we're going to read the latest chapter, which just came out a couple days ago. That starts off the new university arc. And here we see more of these cover arts showing how different characters like to dress when they draw. I really like this. I think this is just a fun way to throw in some extra personality to the characters. In a way that is very story relevant. And because we're at the start of the new volume, we'll get some character intros. Yorusuke-kun also passing, of course. Very, very excited to see more of this character. One of the, I'd say the most intriguing character in this manga to me. I don't know, just this kind of character archetype. Very withdrawn, very antisocial. Or I guess more just asocial than antisocial. With a real hard-working focus behind him. It's always been very, very appealing to me. Very fascinating. And of course, Ryuji, I feel a lot of affinity and understanding with as well. And yeah, this is good. This is a good series. I'm a big fan of this one. Very excited to share my love of it with you. It's a long chapter though, so let's get going. Is art beautiful? Is there no such thing as a correct answer? Is it something that's recognized only after death? It is a pure expression unbound by the vulgarities of the world. Is it really? Is it really? And this shot, I think, is just fantastic of him surrounded by dessen sketches of all these things in his life. Gendai life, Geidai life, day one. And Yotosuke-kun on the cover page. Hopefully we'll get some good Yotosuke-kun action. The one and only National Arts University in Japan. When it comes to the painting department, with an acceptance rate approximating 5%, it's completely normal for applicants to spend 2 to 4 years getting in. Credited with the de facto lowest acceptance rate in the entirety of Japan, they say it's in some ways harder to get into than Tokyo University, which of course is the most prestigious academic university, like non-arts university. The young prodigies who have struggled through those narrow gates, the Picassos of the future, what will they learn and what will they experience? Today on our show, we invited the zinc white of artists. I don't know what that means, but everyone is freaking out about how good Yakun did. Only 5%, but he snuck his way in. He squeaked through. Yatora, that punk, he got in straight out of high school. He's a punk, but he's hard-working. That's the key. That is Yatora's hidden strength. He just works. Painting by my senpai inspired me onto the path of art. After nearly studying myself into an early grave, I was able to get accepted into Geidai's oil painting department. Today is the entrance ceremony. Whoa! I'm so glad that the manga is just going on, too. That it's not just about the story of him getting into arts college and having this revelation and stuff, but we're actually going to see what it's like at Geidai. We're actually going to see how his life changes, how he learns more about art. All of these super exciting things. Since you found out she passed, so worried about now. It's a very good face. No, I'm being a pain in the butt. Don't really get why I feel this way either. Tried to make his hair all spiffy, but he didn't take out his piercings or anything. He does look even more like a thug now, I think. Now he looks even more like some slick mafioso type that's gonna harass someone. Whoa! And here he is, Yotosuke-kun, looking the exact same. Did not style his hair or anything, just as we would expect from him. And we saw his mother before, right? When they were touring the arts college, his mother kind of sent them off together and sat down, assuming they were friends. The moms chat, as they are. But they did it. They're really gaydai students. Still feels like I'll wake up any moment now and find out it was all a dream. But Yodosuke-kun doesn't really understand this. Yodosuke-kun, always confident in his own abilities. Always with a clear picture of where he thinks he is relative to the crowd and relative to his goals. So the moms are gonna go off and chat. That's so cute. That's so nice. Happy, smiling, waving. The imaginary agar jelly floating above their heads. La la la. Two of us should head in. Got into gaydai. Truthfully speaking, I didn't know what to do. The feeling just got bigger and bigger as the days passed by. And so I drew every day. Yeah. Yeah, that's all you can do. That's all you can do, right? You just keep going. You just keep going. If there really is a problem, how will you possibly solve it? Just by getting better. And if there's not a problem, then there's not a problem. But you've drawn anyways. Oh, great shot. This is kind of now the return to that earlier shot of him surrounded by his sketches. Only time I could stop thinking about useless things was when my hand was moving. Before I knew it, 2 weeks had passed and I'd drawn 46 pages of dessin. Whoa! So this is where the entrance ceremony is, presumably. A gigantic pipe organ in the back. That's so cool! Pipe organs are so neat. Just the hugeness, the oldness, the intricacy, the maintenance they require, the sensitivity, the way they're built for the room in which they'll live their entire lives. It's different than any other instrument. It's like an architectural instrument. Whatever the case, the fact is, I drew a piece that was good enough to pass. I do understand that. Even if I was the 55th person to pass. Oh, don't start thinking like that. Oh, I passed, but I bet I was bottom of the barrel. I bet if they could only take 54 people, I wouldn't be taken. Blah, blah, blah. Lame. Come on. You can believe in yourself a little bit. Achieved my desperate goal of becoming a gaydai student. So then why? Which we said earlier, it doesn't feel like a dream or anything for me. School is bringing back some pretty unpleasant memories of the entrance exams. Yeah, it is weirdly nerve-wracking. Aww! Yodosuke-kun! Reaching out just a little bit. Saying, hey, I get it. I get it. Even though I get it in a different way, even though maybe we're worried about different things, I still feel nervous too. And I want you to know that we're on the same emotional page right now. Think that way. Actually? And they're sitting next to each other too. That's incredibly cute. This is my OTP, by the way. I think that probably goes without saying, but I ship these guys a lot. Even Gendai is in the end just a school. It's not really that big a deal. That hairstyle doesn't suit you. That in itself is also depressing, because it sounds to me like you're saying that my efforts until now weren't that big a deal either. Okay. President comes in, the head honcho of gaydai. I think he's gonna be a surprisingly unassuming, uninteresting person. Yep. It's just some guy. Oh no, he's kind of fun, yeah. He doesn't know how to speak into the mic. Cute. Good shot. I like the crowd reaction shot. He gives his speech. My heart is rejoicing at the prospect of greeting the new talents joining us this year. He's going to be some nice old guy. That's enough of the salutations from me personally. Alright, we're continuing our pattern of instructors, principals, teachers, cram school instructors, whatever, all being a little quirky. If you become a sensei in this world, you gotta be a little crazy. He disrobes. No undershirt. Just a surprisingly jacked body. A huge calligraphy brush. They bring out the art. Even Yodosuke-kun is a little shook. And this character over here going like this, I gotta feel like they're gonna introduce some new characters for the college arc, right? So it'll be interesting to see. Like, maybe this is actually our first hint at a character that's gonna end up pretty significant. Such brutal concentration. Same intensity I felt from Mori-senpai that time. Even more than that, at this point, this is killing intense. This is an amazing shot here. Oh my gosh, just the way the lines like surge out of the body, that intense cyclopean claustrophobic background, like you're just immersed in the singular focus of the principal's mind as he draws just one kanji. Lousy. I don't recognize this kanji. It's so hard to read calligraphy. What does this look like with straight lines, please? Gendai is freaking scary. I wonder how old the person is. I thought he was cool. Yeah, Yosuke-kun. I thought he was cool. So now they're just kind of roaming around campus. Weird sense of fear lurking inside of me must be dulling my sensitivity to things. Could you son watch out? Ah! This looks like another character that's going to be significant. Sitting on a park bench drinking some wine. Some tasty wine. Oishi wine. So sorry, I'm so sorry. Compensate you for the drink and the cleaning fee. Yoguchi could freak out. Yosuke-kun is like freaking out at how much he's freaking out. But you can be a little more, show some decorum here. You can apologize without screaming and running all over the place. Which department are you to? Yosuke-kun answers. I just love how frantic this series can get at times. This comedic franticness. That even though it's so philosophical, it's so intellectual, it's so deliberately paced, that in moments, and this is something that I think is a hallmark of manga, that things can become really light and frantic. Oil painting, and you're all dressed up, you must be new students. Left over for me to get together, didn't get on my clothes. Come out for a drink with me at lunch. Hanakage Maria. I'll be with you first years in oil paintings. Took me 3 years to get in so I can drink legally. Whoa, interesting. A former Ronin senpai. Yosuke-kun freaking out. Ah, so cute. Okay. So this seems like it'll be a major character. An interesting way to introduce them. Will they actually go out for a drink at lunch? Ooh, they're going to Amayoko. We've seen this in, what's that series called? Mitsuboshi Colors. I've been here. It's nice. On the first day of college, I spilled alcohol on an older freshman and got messed with. It isn't going to influence the rest of my college life, is it? Oh, Yosuke, I want to go home. Made it straight from high school. They don't can let me have some, yeah. Yakun drinks all the time. Probably drinks more than this lady. But they got some tasty looking food. Gyoza, yakisoba. Not to make up for earlier. Act like it's super delicious. Hopefully that'll put her in good spirits. But it is actually delicious. Holy crap, it's delicious. Even Yosuke-kun cannot help but be moved by its deliciousness. I'm so glad. Oh, what a cute scene. I really like this. I like that instead of immediately getting into... And it's almost like the character is fighting against this. That at the beginning, Yakun is obsessed with, like, what does this mean? What do I do? Is this my dream? Have I accomplished something that I just barely scraped by? Is the worst yet to come? What do I do? Draw. And he's like pulling it into that genre. He's pulling it into that mode of the manga. And yet, when he gets there, through all of these wackiness, through all of this happenstance, instead we're in an entirely different mode of the manga, one that it's also very comfortable in, of just silliness and celebration. And dang, she already finished an entire mug. 9 of you guys this year. Oil Departing's first year class, I mean. Already finished a pipe. Drinking yesterday at school and fell asleep. Ended up running into these really nervous and stiff freshmen and gobbled them up. What does that mean? What is going to happen here? Looking forward to our Gendai life. I'm pretty anxious about it all. It's just another school in the end. For me, it's just another stepping stone. I don't feel nervous. Got no real expectations from it either. Oh, but she loves it. She sees the charm of Yodosuke-kun. Won't you make passing the entrance exam your goal? You're clearly not going to make it very far. Oh, well, she gets it on multiple levels. She actually understands kind of his theory of motivation. This can't be the goal. This is a stepping stone. Not even that can be the goal. That's also a stepping stone. I don't know what his goal is. I don't know what these are stepping stones to. Only Yodosuke-kun knows. But he's moving forward. He's moving along those stepping stones. Me and Kuwana-san and everyone at the prep school, we're all trying so hard to make it into Gendai. For these people, it's just a stepping stone. And it's interesting that she still says that, even though she's tried for 4 years to pass the entrance exam. That she was still focused on what lies beyond. That the entrance exam was just a means to an end. Probably hyping up Gaydite way too much, but still. Think of the school as a stepping stone as your goal. Say it's indicative of a difference in ability. Difference in how strongly you feel about it. Yodosuke-kun saying this, despite knowing that Yakun definitely saw Gaidai as a goal. Totally indifferent to the sort of passing insult he's giving his acquaintance here. You're not wrong, but you're not right either. You're ashamed to just simply call it a stepping stone, though. Either a stepping stone or a goal is a place where you live, after all. That you really need to embrace, I guess, just being there. That this is the stage of life that you're in. A place where you live. I like that. I really like that. Neither a goal nor a stepping stone is a place where you live. Won't gain anything either. You do an experience in college that you couldn't anywhere else. It's important to feel and do while you're here. This is all very interesting because it seems like, you know, she's really embodying the college lifestyle, for better or worse, in so many different ways. And she's inviting them. Okay, this isn't just about drawing. This isn't just about improving. This isn't just about what comes next. There are things you can only do here. Come out into the open with me. It's all for your own sake. Okay, they still have their department meeting. She guzzles down another beer, 2 beers in, and she's about to go meet like her professors and stuff. Powerful? This person seems trashy, but the things she says are surprisingly sound. But she is pretty trashy. But he has no money. Can't exactly make minors pay for alcohol anyways. Things are, so far, pretty strange. Kind of sloppy, kind of trashy at Gaydai. But that's the college life. Screwing up left and right today. Ooh, why don't we do this? I'll only take money that you've earned off your art, Yaguchi-kun. Oh, bold. Interesting. Kind of both a compliment and a challenge and like a weird dig, because the whole conversation, even though he didn't say explicitly, oh, you know, my goal was the entrance exam, that's what I was thinking about the whole time, I'm sure she picked up from the contrast between him and Yotsuke-kun that he was one of those people with the red flag. And now she's just throwing it at him. Hey, did you remember that eventually you'll probably start making money off your art? Did you remember that at the end of all of this is going to be like a gallery with your works with price tags? Did you remember that? Because I forgot about that. I'll be waiting patiently. It's not like my uneasiness went away. The back of my head's all fogged up with a sense of anxiety and uneasiness. But both Gaidai and art are filled with things I don't know about. Just have to take it step by step once again. Thinking back to Oba Sensei. It's finished the moment you give up on it. Ooh, this is so exciting. This really does capture the newness and intensity of starting university. It's been so long for me. My memories are faint and scant, but they're there. I still remember that thrill. Today was the first day of my 4 years of college life. All right. So it kind of seemed like they were saying goodbye to her, but it was one of those awkward goodbyes where you end up walking in the same direction to the same destination anyways. Show up for the department meeting. They got there early, but it seems like a lot of other people are already here. Look at all these potential new characters. It's going to be very, very interesting. All sorts of different walks of life, all sorts of ages, all sorts of dressing, all sorts of expressions. Some of these designs so caricature-esque, so far outside the series' typical art style. Oh, this is thrilling! This is thrilling! I can't wait to learn about all these guys. Goddamn late. Don't just come freaking scrolling in. Oh, she was the professor. Oh, that makes a lot more sense. She was the professor all along. All right, that's pretty funny. Like, that explains why she was at the school the night before. It explains, like, why she was like, I'll be with you, I don't know. I don't know. I kind of thought at first she was a professor, and then I got confused. But then it was another little twist. The good Yodosuke can face. First year, you meant. I never said I'm an undergrad. First year of my doctorate. I didn't correct her misunderstanding because I thought it was funny. She's messing around all right. So this guy's the other professor, this is the other teacher, and this is another teacher, all right. Yumesaki, Sakurai. A very, very interesting mix. I really like Yumesaki. I love that character design. I cannot wait to see what's up with this guy. Congrats on getting in. Just want to say ahead of time that I absolutely hate how you art types are always freaking late to everything. These meetings are just shit tons of things I have to talk about, like registering for your courses and mailing lists. So the most important thing, your schedule for the day after tomorrow. When you get home, go through your old art pieces. The day after tomorrow, starting at 10, each person will have 5 minutes in front of all the staff and students to introduce yourself and your work. Now that is going to be an amazing chapter. We're going to get so many character introductions in the most interesting way. Seeing the art they produce, seeing the visions that come out of their mind and onto the canvas. Oh, I just love stuff like that. I can't wait to see what kind of characters we have in this quirky class. I can't wait to see what lessons our protagonists will learn from seeing all the different ways you can make it to Gaidai. And from here, the sky is the limit. It's going to be wild. All right. Let's look forward to the next chapter. Bye-bye.